Alright everybody, so very good job today with the debate. How do you guys think it went? How do you just overall, how do you think it went?
We win.
I thought we
You thought you won?
Win.
You guys thought you won?
Again, we disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Who had the more convincing arguments, do you feel?
We.
Why?
I think we did.
Why?
Because we think that is good.
But just because you think it doesn't mean that it's actually true, right?
I think they were not open to new ideas.
Also, you think they were a little bit closed-minded? Do you guys think you were
They're your
closed-minded?
words, not mine.
Alright, so let me ask you a different question. What was the most convincing argument that they said?
Maybe about experience.
Experience? You guys like that argument that they gave a little bit? Yeah?
Yeah,
What
and I
about
want
you
to
guys?
talk about that more because, well, if you get offered a job when you're old, you don't know what to do.
David, we should have said this in the debate, okay? Right now we're reflecting on each other's arguments, okay? So, guys, what do you think was the most convincing argument from their side?
I thought that Annie's argument was really good about Western universities already in Vietnam.
Right, and learning from hearing their experience. Okay, good. Well, you guys had a lot of good dialogue back and forth. You guys were respectful for most of the debate. You guys took great notes. And yeah, I think it was a very, both sides had good arguments. Okay? Now, what I want to do is just go over some notes that I took, okay, on the teacher note sheet. Okay? We're going to go over some error correction, and then I'll give you a final score about how convincing your guys' arguments were. Okay? So, one thing that I heard, I'm just going to write down some sentences here. Oh, sorry. I'll do it over here. Okay? So, okay, I think studying abroad is bad because it's expensive. Okay, is there enough to this argument?
No.
Why?
There's no fact or detail.
Okay,
It's just an opinion.
right, so what are we missing here? What is expensive? What details we're missing?
The amount of money, which is counted as expensive.
Right, so like what? For example, you guys had that argument, so what is the example? What's an example of it being expensive?
$10 million.
What cost would be expensive?
The airplane.
Airplane, what else?
Accommodation.
Accommodation, rents, okay, what about the tuition
University.
fee, okay? So that could be added into your argument to make it more convincing as well. Let's review the scores, okay? So, as you were debating, I was taking notes about your scores, okay? So, I would give you a score out of 5, okay? So how convincing was your argument? How well developed your argument was, okay? So the first team here, the pro team, you guys had your opening argument down here. I gave you guys a 4. I thought it was very good and well developed. The con team over here, yeah, you guys did a really good job as well, so I also gave you a 4. For your counter argument to their argument, I thought it was very well done as well. You guys got a 3 there. I think you could have added a little bit more detail, but overall it was very good.
How do we get a 5 in future?
To get a 5, you need to use your notes more effectively and add a little bit more detail. That's all. Okay? Your team here also got a 3. Okay? I think you did a good job, but again, some more detail on those counter arguments. Try to use those skills that we learned in that workshop. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. And at the end, I think the winner of today's debate, or who had the most convincing arguments overall, was the con team. You guys did a very good job, explaining yourselves, okay, and your points. You guys did very well as well, but keep in mind some of the points we spoke about in regards to adding more detail to your arguments for the next week.